Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you're doing well. So, I'm going in on these posts about the Flybabies Aviary because I was scammed. And the way I was scammed was very sophisticated and clever. So I want to make a video publicly on YouTube against them because they have done nothing to fix the issue, and I have filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, and hopefully that will help others to be wary of purchasing expensive birds from this particular breeder. Now, I went on their website back in November, over 7 months ago, right? And I purchased, on the button said, a crimson-bellied conure. Now, if you look on Google, on YouTube, or a bird encyclopedia, you will see that particular species of conure. It is its own breed. It is its own style. Okay? I paid for that. I have the receipts to show it. I've shown it many times on my Instagram and on here. I have also sent these screenshots to the person, Flybabies Aviary, who I purchased it from. They know what I ordered. So, suspiciously, I waited 7 months for a bird. Okay, they never sent me any pictures of my real crimson baby conure eating or anything like that. They always said the same response: your baby is being weaned, we'll rush it out to you right away, please be patient, thank you for your patience. A copy and pasted, almost bot-like response. Okay, I did what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to do when being frustrated. Be angry and hang on and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that everything's going to be okay. And as the time went on, they had the same response. Then I got a picture of a bird on their back in this lady's hands, and it looked weird. I thought, is this like how baby chickens and ducks are? They change their feathers and they change colors and they develop just like a swan baby is different than the way it'll look as a full adult. So I said, okay, and they shipped it out. When the bird arrived, I put it in the cage. It bit me heavily. It is not docile or hand-fed as well as they pretend it is, and it was deeply afraid of everything. I put it in the cage, and then I started staring at it, and as the day went on, I got this suspicious feeling that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us when we know we have been gypped. I looked up on Google, and I typed in breeds of conures, and a pineapple green cheek conure came up. I saw it had the same tail as my bird, and a few patches of light red feathers, and I realized I had been gypped. I realized this is not even the same breed, this is not the same bird. They had sent me a cheap bird for the price of an expensive bird. When I had ordered my crimson bellied conure from Flybabies Aviary in Florida, America, there was no button for a pineapple green cheek conure, and my receipt from PayPal shows I paid for a crimson bellied conure, not a pineapple green cheek conure, because whatever button you click on, that would be for the specific type of bird you ordered. And I shared a screenshot with the Better Business Bureau confirming that indeed the Flybaby said your crimson baby is doing well, we will ship them right out to you once they're weaned. Be patient, it'll be 3 weeks more. So they themselves said I had a crimson coming. Okay? Now, I emailed and called. They didn't respond to my calls, and their emails tried to at first lie to me. That is a crimson bellied conure, they said. And I said, you're selling that bird for a different price. I want the money refunded to me that I overpaid. And they refused. They absolutely don't do refunds. Okay? Under no circumstances do they do refunds, and they purposely make you wait a long time so you cannot dispute this as well with PayPal or your bank. It's extremely time consuming and difficult. They're really high professional scammers. They didn't bother to make it right. They didn't say, can we send you a bird for the difference of amount? Is there another bird on the website we can send to you right now to give you a second bird for the price that you overpaid? They didn't say anything like that. They said nothing. They denied it and then tried to lie and still say that since it is a conure and has a couple red feathers, it is therefore then a crimson conure, which, as you will see on Google, YouTube, type it in, the two differences of the bird, you'll see that it's not the same. Now, the video I posted of my bird Gladiator, that is the bird who's the mistake bird, the scam bird that they gave to me. When I asked this Flybabies Aviary in Florida in America to apologize, they said, I apologize, but it did have red feathers and it is a conure. So they are very smug in their scamming. They think they're above it, and they're clever in how they go about scamming people. Always changing the prices on their website, saying pre-order and stuff like that. They don't ban their birds, and the behavior of the bird shows you these are backyard kind of puppy mill style breeders. They make you wait a long time because they don't actually have the product. And then I saw on the Better Business Bureau negative reviews, some people waited 2 years for their birds. And some people waited for over, 6 months. And they said, give us a refund, we've received no bird. And Flybabies just says, we do not do refunds. Please be patient. Your bird is doing well. We'll ship it right out to you. So they're very copy-paste responses. And now, what I didn't understand, because I'm new at bird purchasing, right, is that they would require that you sign this contract that says, you understand their terms of service. And what it really is their protection to not give you your money. And then I realized it's all about the money with these people. Because other purchasers said, Flybabies said to mail the birds back and then they would get switched for a different bird. And Flybabies is always asking to switch birds. Like, they even asked me, would you like to switch for a ringneck that's available right now? And you can see the tactics of what they do. They don't have the birds on their website, and then they bait and switch you. And they play games, so it's hard for you as a novice bird purchaser like myself to understand the hustle that they're doing. And this is very troubling because they break trust with you as a purchaser. You feel betrayed. They don't make it right. And I showed irrefutable proof they sent me the wrong bird. Okay, they scammed me. They refused to refund my money. They refused to give me another bird equal to the value I overpaid since they won't refund me. And they wait a long time so that it's harder for you to dispute with the bank. And you have to pay to ship their bird back and they won't pay for it. So already you can see the scam here. If a bird breeder asks you or demands that you under no circumstance can get a refund, even if the bird is sick and you have to pay your veterinarian to get this bird tested, this is a scam. This is a hustle. These are backyard breeders. They're dishonest. And I had given them a second chance. This was my mistake because I am a bit naive. I had purchased a lovebird from them, Uhtred. I'm sure you're very familiar with him on the channel. He was not tame as they claimed. He was hyper aggressive. He would attack other birds. He is still very mean. You have to wear a glove sometimes when you hold him and he calms down. But he is very hormonal and he's just a nightmare kind of. But I have mercy and I take care of him. But I said maybe it's just this particular bird that's bad, when I really should have realized if the bird arrives and when you put your hand in the box and it tries to literally eat you alive, and it flies around the cage like it's just totally terrified and it's going nuts, this bird is not that docile. And it has not been really hand-fed. And it's been in a large backyard breeder operation and it's not even banded. And it came with no proof of vaccination. And the gender, they refused to give me the gender or other people of the bird. And I had left a good review when I first got it mistakenly on the Better Business Bureau for that bird. Now I have learned you wait, you see the bird, and then you give a review. So this time I submitted a request to file. Let's see how they post it. I have all my screenshots of the emails of their behavior. But the fact that they at first denied that they sent me the wrong bird, tried to gaslight me and tell me that it's the same bird, and now they admit that, oh, well, they're pretty much the same price, and then they just leave it at that. So clearly these people know how to take advantage of novice bird purchasers, and they don't care about the animals because they're just telling people ship them here, put them there. I mean, the poor birds probably die because they're being traumatized by shipping it around. And the fact that they're only focused on the money, not customer service or the safety and health of the birds, showed me now and others who are going to watch this, that these people are in it for the cash only. Alright? And they're very deceptive. I asked them also, I was thinking about an African Grey because I'm married and my gift is going to be, one of my wedding gifts is going to be, inshallah, maybe if I want it, which maybe I will, maybe I won't want it now, an African Grey parrot. Now, when I first looked at their prices, it said $7,000. Then it said $9,000. Now, who knows if it's back down to $4,000. They're always switching the prices, right? And I asked them, can you tell me about your African Grey parrots? Do they eat fruit? What is this? And they gave a one-sentence response. Very uneducated, not informal, very suspicious types of response. Just, yes, they eat fruit. If you want the link, here's the link to buy it. I tried to ask them questions, okay? And they refused to answer before I spent thousands of dollars on one of their birds, okay? So in a way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed me that these scammers, these thieves, these unprofessional people at Flybabies Aviary in Florida, they sell things they don't have, make you wait, lie, go about it. Maybe 1 out of every 5 sales is a good sale. They'll sell you one decent bird that's maybe not too bad but tolerable, and then the next one it's all up for grabs. And I now, obviously I'm not going to purchase a bird from them ever again, right? But I'm so thankful that I didn't get robbed for the price of an African Grey and then have to wait who knows how long. And then since it doesn't really eat fruit, my birds that I got from them refuse to eat vegetables, refuse to eat fruit, which shows they are not familiar with it, and they'll die sooner because they're not properly eating. So what does Flybabies Aviary do? They sell you, it's expensive, but in the scheme of things, they are cheap bird breeders, but it's still expensive for just our average Americans like myself, right? And they sell you a bird that'll die soon, with no vaccinations, no proof of its gender, no possibility for a refund. You gotta pay to send the bird back, and one of them stipulated send it back in its original box. And you can see how there's just so much there that does not protect the customer, but protects the wallet of Alan of Flybabies Aviary in Florida. Now, I tried my best. I asked them to apologize to me, just confess you did something wrong, make this right. They refused. So this shows me, they don't care about me or about their customers they screw over or about the health and safety of the birds, number one. They only care about lining their pockets. So greed, corruption, shaitan has taken over their hearts, and they're willing to scam anybody. And I am so disappointed because I kept emailing them. They could see how excited I was about this bird, right? A real crimson conure, not a pineapple green cheek who has a couple of red feathers. No one sells pineapple green cheeks for $1,200. Crimson bellies are around 1,000 between 3,000. Okay? That's one on the lower end of the scale. The more expensive, the better the temperament, the more trained, the healthier, right? The mother was given proper food when she nourished her chicks. You can tell that these people just probably have their aviary outside, and then they just grab a damn bird, or they shop around at other crappy dealers and then just ship birds off like that. So I learned so much from this scam, truly. And I was frustrated that when I first realized I got the wrong bird, I was up till like 3 a.m. in the morning. My blood pressure was just pumping. I was so frustrated. It was hard for me to do my prayers. I prayed a lot to punish them and to guide them and to give justice to me and to help protect others from them. And still today, the bird was shipped, 4 days ago. So I've had the birds like 4 or 5 days. And now I feel pity for the bird. It feels like a rescue bird from a backyard operation. But every time I look at it, I remember how I was scammed. And I remember that I didn't get the bird that I wanted. And I know that that bird doesn't cost that much, so they stole my money. And I feel pity for it. It's come to a good home. I mean, mashallah, the bird has a peaceful, loving environment. I have a harness on the way for it so I can take it outside. And I'm going to have to practice more and more feeding it banana. It does it a little bit, but it's very difficult. It's going to take a lot of work. And that work should have already been done in 7 months. But Flybabies just took my money, like they take everyone else's, and screwed us over, gave us smug, arrogant, haughty replies, and is, I think, proud of how they're so clever in deceiving people. And since it's an old man and an old woman, it's just shocking. You would think with their age they would know better and be better and fear God. And I just am so disappointed in how they have no shame in charging me more for a bird of a different breed and then sending me the incorrect bird, lying about it, and then saying, well, they're just the same price anyways. Thanks. And then not trying to make it right, won't give me a refund, nothing. They literally just rob people. And so I hope that the government of the United States of America investigates them further and shuts down their operation. They don't deserve to be in business. When I was a server working in a restaurant, if I got your coffee order wrong, I would give it to you for free. If you ordered a steak and I didn't get it right, and the ticket wasn't double checked, and it was my error, or maybe it was the cook's error, either way, I'm giving you a free drink, discount on your meal. I love to make things right and make people happy. Good business matters. Word of mouth and reputation must be guarded. But these people, it's like they're proud of it. They don't care. They don't care what they do to people, that they take people's hard-earned money, give them birds they don't want, or sick birds, dead on arrival birds, or birds that will die soon, and they don't care about the health of the bird or anything. It's all about the Benjamins, as they say. It's all about the money. And by their no refund policy and their copy and paste policy and all their complaints, they refuse to give refunds. It's like amazing how they even are able to have business. But the way they're able to have business is by people not defending themselves. I almost didn't make a complaint. I just said, I'll just take it. Man, these guys will get judged on Judgment Day. But I thought to myself, no. People deserve to know that they've been scammed if they've been treated this way by a bird breeder. And good bird breeders deserve to have business because they do the right thing. And Flybabies does not. So if you want to go ahead and take a gamble and lose your money and get a bird that'll die soon, or a bird that's misbehaved, and a person like Alan from Flybabies, those couple, they're the husband and wife, and you want to help give money to a backyard backwards operation, that's on you. Like the videos they showed on their YouTube channel of the birds being all decent, from the 2 birds I've purchased, they're clearly, it's just not that way of a bird. You put your hand in the cage, they run away like they want to die. They're terrified. They're like a Petco or PetSmart bird. And it doesn't matter how long you work with them, they stay that way. They're deeply, whatever happened to them is in their brain. Okay? And that's going to take a long time to fix. And it's not easy. It's bad breeding, bad raising, poor nutrition, and these sellers prove that they're unfit to be bird breeders. And maybe even those crazy vegans in PETA should do an undercover investigation, sting operation for these people. because not only are they robbing people of money, they're treating these birds poorly and taking advantage of loving people. Like, when you care about birds, you feel pity for them. I feel pity for them because I want my bird to be out of the cage, on my shoulder, on a perch, having fun, relaxing. But these birds, no matter what, they're always terrified. So whatever happened to them is because of the breeder. And waiting that long for a crimson-bellied conure, not getting it, and getting a pineapple green cheek, even though my receipt shows what I paid for, and how they're always stealthily editing their website, these people are dishonest. They should be shut down, and I hope everyone who watches this does not buy from them. And may God protect you. May God protect you, and don't buy birds online if you can avoid it. I will not ever buy birds online again unless I can go to the physical location. I was naive. I didn't know. And I was foolish of me, but I learned a lesson, and I'm making this video and I'm sharing the knowledge I've learned. Because their arrogance, they've done nothing. And they've taken my money. The pineapple conures are sold now for $500. That I paid $1,200. Okay? They took my money and are just keeping it. They're criminals. They're absolute criminals. So spread awareness, and if you've been scammed by Flybabies, please report them. Make a video. Report them. Do whatever you can. And every time someone asks me where I get my bird Gladiator, I will tell them what this aviary did. Because reputation matters. Good business practices matter. And if you're going to scam people, you don't deserve to have a business. So shame on you, Flybabies Aviary, and may Allah guide you.